Hey, good afternoon, everyone. TrackMan44 here. Hey, there's never a shortage of odd things to work on or different things to work on, and today's no exception. Just yesterday, I got finished taking this little Husqvarna apart. It was a pain because it's the first time I ever had to do one of these, and I had to put a new set of fuel lines and stuff in here, and a new fuel filter and everything, and a bulb and stuff in the fuel tank. These things are not that easy to work on. They're kind of, well, I think it's what you get used to. It's like a chainsaw, but different. You know what I mean? But at any rate, got that taken care of pretty easily. And so today, I'm getting a chance to work on my old generator. I've had this thing. I bought it new back in about 1980 or somewhere around in there, 79 or 80. It's been sitting under the shelf for a long time. Oh, I guess it's been 20, 22 years or so last time it run. I thought sure I drained all the gas out of it, but I did not. So we got some nasty fuel in there, and I'm sure the carburetor's going to be gummed up, but I need to see if I can get this thing running. So that's what the order of the day is going to be. And of course, pretty typical of one of these little foam filters that's been sitting for a number of years. It just pretty much disintegrates. I still haven't gotten the replacement filter for that Husqvarna yet, so that's going to be two of them going to have to come up with. Boy, that is nasty. But at least you can get that off before you get that stuff drawn into the carburetor. I had to make provisions to drain that nasty gas into a container. Don't worry, that gas is not going to be used in anything. At the same time, we went ahead and got the carburetor the rest of the way off. And actually, believe it or not, I had shut the fuel off and ran it dry, so this might not have anything wrong with it. I'm kind of hesitant to take it apart without testing it first, because right here you can see somehow or another, some rot, some decay between the metallic surface of the bowl and the cast aluminum surface of the actual Mikuni carburetor body. So I'm afraid that if I take it apart, I'm going to dislodge enough stuff here to where I'm going to create a leak, and I'll probably have a tough time getting that fixed. So the fact that I can blow in it and feel pressure going all the way through, then turn it upside down and blow on it and not feel pressure goes through, tells me that the main float is operating on the needle and seat. So that's actually pretty good. Then the other things that could be an issue is just going to be the air, the orifices, and then the air adjustments. We may end up having to do it, but I don't know. We might try it just like it is first. Now, no matter how many times I take a carburetor on and off of a small machine, it's always a problem getting these linkages reconnected. You wouldn't think that it would be that much of an issue. You got to get those reconnected without doing damage to that spring, stretching that spring and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to put these nuts back on here and run this without a filter, or try to get it started without a filter. We'll have to put some fresh gas in and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put these nuts on real quick. We'll put just a little bit of fresh gas in it. We're going to give her a pull. May or may not do anything, but we're going to find out. I'm not expecting a lot of results. It's getting ready to go ahead and shut off. I turned the gas off so I can run the carburetor dry. in case I want to take it off and service it tomorrow. But as you can see, I got 500 watt light bulbs there, and it kind of pulled down a little bit when I started the skill saw, but that was to be expected simply because it's still running on about half choke. It's not running absolutely perfectly yet, so maybe I'll address that whenever I take it apart and do a thorough clean of the carburetor. But it's surging now, so it's about ready to run out of gas. And there she went. That actually shocked me a little bit. I have to go back and look at the video. Did that start on the second pull? Maybe the third pull. I don't remember. I did not expect that in the least bit. But it is running the way I remember it, about a half choke. And when it's running at half choke, of course, it's not running at capacity. So I'm going to maybe give serious consideration of disassembling the carburetor tomorrow. Even though it's got that deteriorated portion of that cast aluminum, I'm going to take a chance on it. I can build it back, you know, and then kind of pare it down a little bit, you know, with liquid steel if I absolutely have. Other than that, I'm actually kind of tickled. I did not expect it to run this easily. But you know, it's been sitting for a long time. But I do have to give attention to the filter. I've got to get a replacement foam filter for this. So, hey, you know what? This was a quick one so far. And next time you see it, it might be running something for something we're trying to get done. But for right now, my son wants it for his son, or for my. But for right now, my son wants it for my grandson so they can go camping, you know, on Memorial Day weekend, which would be pretty cool. Even running like this, you know, at half choke, it's going to run, obviously, 500 watt of lights. It'll probably run 1,000 or more very, very easily. It only drug down when I pulled the start on the skill saw. But no, I would have no problem at all with them stringing out 1,500 watts or so of lights, you know, on a 2,200 watt generator. It should handle it, even though it's not running perfectly. So hey, I guess that's all there is to this one here. It'll be boring chasing down the parts and pieces and doing the carburetor. And this TrackMan 44, I'm out of here, guys.